In this alternative darkroom assignment, you're going to be taking two different photos and you're going to print them on the same piece of paper but have a nice split line right between the images. You can choose to have it be diagonal for the line, or you could have it half and half. You can decide where you want to make the break. But to do this one, you're going to have two separate enlargers set up with photo, and you're going to be doing the test strip first to figure out the right exposure for each one. So this video is going to show you how to do it, and then from there you can get creative about it. First, getting going on this project, we want to make some test strips to make sure that we know the right amount of time for both prints before we make it happen. So both of the prints have been set up, both the negatives are set up and ready to go in two different stations, and I've done a test strip for both prints to be able to see the amount of time needed to make a good exposure. So here's our first test strip. This is a close-up of the Brooklyn Bridge, and this is in 1 second increments. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd go around 6 seconds for that print. So that one is right over here. And then this other print, I've got 2 second increments. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Depending on the type of print that you're doing and the enlarger that you're using, you might have different amounts of light. So I'm going to do 6 seconds on the close-up, and I'm going to do, what was that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 seconds, or even maybe 13 or 14 seconds for the larger print. Right, so our first step is going to be to burn in a nice black line right in the middle between our prints, and then we'll put them in for 6 seconds over here, and I'm going to go 13 to 14 seconds over here, and that'll be how we go about it. All right, first we're going to burn in that nice line to go between our prints. So I'm going to take the photo paper. I've set up an enlarger that doesn't have a negative in it, so it's just going to be pure light, and I'll set the paper in place. Now I'm going to make a nice diagonal line between my prints so that I've got one side is going to be one print and then the other side is going to be a separate print. So I want to line up this guide that I made to be able to burn in a nice black line between the prints. So I'm going to be able to see through this little opening on each side to see that I'm getting this black line in place going diagonally corner to corner. If you want to try a different approach to this and you want to perhaps have a print where you've got a straight line, you're welcome to do so. And then I just want to make sure that I've blocked all the light from the entire paper except for that one line. And then I'm just going to burn this in. I'm just going to let the light shine through to create a black line. I'm just going to go over and above the amount of time that we normally do even for a photogram, just to make sure that it's totally black in that spot. So for this print, I'm going to be having the Brooklyn Bridge up in this section. For this print, I'm going to be having the Empire State Building kind of down in this section of the print. So that means that when I'm putting the new photo paper, or the photo paper in that I've already burned the black line into, I want to expose this half to this print, and then the bottom half is going to be exposed for the new print. So everything's all set, focus, we know the amount of time. So I'm going to turn off the light on my enlarger, and I'm going to move the paper from the black line frame into the frame that's going to have the close-up Brooklyn Bridge area. I just want to make sure that I set the paper in so that the guides are all good. And then I need to use a nice big pegboard piece here to block the light. I'm going corner to corner, and then this print is going to be a total of 6 seconds. So I go 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. All right, and I turn it off. Now I'm going to bring this over to the other print. Go right over here. And for this one, all the focus is all set and everything. I already know the amount of time, 13 to 14 seconds. So I'm going to set this in place. And now instead I'm going to be blocking the top edge of the print, so that way we get no light coming down in on that area. And I'm going to count it off for 14 seconds. That's going to be enough time. Now, we'll take the photo paper out. We're going to come over to the developing area here, and we're going to see how it turned out. So, developers right here. Let's see if this works. Put this underneath the developer. Make sure that it's totally submerged. Just like when we're doing normal prints, if we notice that the entire print is getting too dark, well, we can certainly just move it along a little bit faster. So I'm seeing it appear. Looks like it's working pretty well here.